44 Monroe is Phoenix's luxury in the sky. Arizona's tallest residential structure is 34 stories of condos and apartment rentals. 198 units make up the building that was completed a decade ago. But if you live there now, there's one little problem.
They have a way to keep the door from opening any further than about 5 or 6 inches, so you can't physically go out on the balcony. You can crack the door open, but you can't fit out the door.
Fox 10 has talked to multiple residents about problems at the high-rise. Amber Felix signed her lease in January of this year. This is what she was told then.
We were told about the pool because it was already closed off. They said, oh, there's no plaster in the pool because we're updating from plaster to PebbleTech. It should be done very soon. And as far as the balcony goes, they said that they're just switching out the hardware on the balcony railings because it's out of date, and that should be done also anytime.
The pool, just a hole in the ground on the 8th floor. Residents were told a leak needed to be fixed, but they haven't had access all year. Amber and her significant other sold their house to move downtown.
We were excited about the apartment. We're like, oh, yeah, it's going to be so nice when the pool's done and the balcony's done, and it should be any time. This is going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. And here it is, September. No pool, no balcony.
9 months later, nada, nothing, no balcony access, no pool access, and now they want to break their lease. But it's going to cost them.
We paid over $3,000 to break our lease.
Felix says 44 Monroe took money off the $2,000 rent monthly, about $100, but that wasn't enough to make up for the year-long problems. She even worked more than a month straight in order to afford breaking her lease.
33 days straight just for that overtime to pay it.
Rich Hill already moved out. He signed his lease in November of 2017, but was so fed up he moved to a complex in Tempe in July. Same problems, same stories from 44 Monroe.
The problems were the balcony, the pool, but I couldn't get outside. And I was led to believe when we saw the apartment that it was going to be a couple of weeks.
We contacted 44 Monroe multiple times, and we received a written statement from the 44 Monroe Homeowners Association. In summary, the association says the balcony railings don't meet building code, but the association claims that the builder, the Whites Company, has refused to resolve the issue and there's ongoing litigation. As far as a timetable, the statement says a resolution is anticipated, quote, in the near future. The Whites Company didn't comment, saying the issue was an active legal matter. But we pulled the building permits and inspection notes from the city of Phoenix. City inspectors first tried to look into the complaints in late 2017, but they weren't granted access at the time. When we started asking questions, they looked again. After getting stonewalled once more, the city was finally granted access and told us inspectors, quote, did not find any imminent hazards with the guardrails on the balconies. A new permit has been issued to start work on the pool again. No work had been done since at least the beginning of August. Many renters are now telling us that they want to break their lease with 44 Monroe, but they feel they shouldn't have to pay. Other residents have told us they haven't gotten their security deposits back. Another issue for some is paying to break the lease. They tell us the apartment complex isn't holding up their end of the deal, so they should be able to split without a fee. Davis Miles attorney Bob Sewell has handled these types of disputes before and says the residents might have a point.
So whenever you have something that affects health and safety, what the tenant needs to do is send a written notice, a 5-day notice. And that written notice then serves as a warning to the landlord that he must do the fixing of whatever the problem may be. If at the end of that 5 days the landlord has not taken action, then the tenant may walk away from the lease.
Sewell says the important part, a written notice, a paper trail to verify you did everything you could as a renter just in case it goes to trial. Now, tenants are putting up cash to leave after their high-rise hopes were dashed.
They haven't kept up with their end of the bargain, especially when we were told, oh, it should be done anytime, very soon. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Had we known then what we know now, we would have never moved in here.
Matt Galka, Fox 10 News.